we are Soma Analytics. We are the smart way to beat stress at work. I think the Horizon 2020 SME Instrument is just fantastic because it helps us in 3 different ways. First of all, it's really a seal of approval and a seal of excellence. And as you know, the process is very, very competitive. You have to go through different review stages, and only if all of the reviews agree, you're actually selected to receive the SME Instrument research grant. And now, second of all, this gives us obviously a lot of credibility, and it allows us to open a lot of doors. It helps us in conversations with partners. It helps us in conversations with potential customers, but it also helps us in conversations with investors to really attract new investment to our company. Third, but not least, the Horizon 2020 SME Instrument comes also with a funding package attached to it, and this funding package in its own makes the SME Instrument incredibly attractive as a funding tool as well. The SME Instrument is quite different to private funding because it obviously is grant funding, so it doesn't require any equity. And this makes it not only very attractive to the company and the company's founders, but it also makes it very attractive for other investors in well, because it can complement funding from investors. So, as you might know, the SME Instrument actually comes in 2 phases. And we are very, very lucky we've been in both and through both phases. And the phase 1 is more, I think you should see it more like a slice of cake. It's like a taster. It's very light. It doesn't feed you very long, but still it's a taster, and you can experience yourself what this European ecosystem of funding actually tastes like, and you will realize it makes you aware of the really nice taste it actually has. Now, phase 2 is more like a cake. It's really heavy, you can feed on it for quite some time, and it allows you to try your own recipes and very innovative recipes to create new cakes. And I think this is also one of the reasons why the SME Instrument is really an excellent tool to fund innovation and research. So if you were a startup or an SME trying to receive SME Instrument funding as well, I think there's one important thing you have to understand to make your application more successful. And if you're a startup, like we are, you're operating in a very lean way. And the lean startup is kind of the standard methodology to run startups, especially in the US. Now, what the lean startup says is you should go forward in an iterative fashion. You should build something, you should measure, and you should learn from it. But ultimately, you should also, at certain points, look back and think, shall I persevere or shall I pivot? And now this is a little bit a different philosophy than where the EU and the European Commission is coming from. And I think it's important to understand these differences, because for a successful application for SME Instrument, you have to write a proposal, you have to write a project plan, and you have to anticipate what you are going to do 2 years down the line. And you can see the challenge really for you as an applicant is to bridge these 2 philosophies and find a way in the middle to still allow you to operate in a very lean way, but respecting that also the European Commission needs a little bit of stability and a little bit of predictability in your application.